Hey, hello again. Hey, welcome back to Making RV Memories. Oh no, wait a minute. You know, we added to that. We're now making RV and beach memories. Don't forget that. We'll be doing some RVing and some beaching, so hang on to that. You know me, I'm Pat, and we're about to start our series. Here's part one. We're building our dream beach house, and you'll want to follow along right with us. We're here in Myrtle Beach, and we have drove up and down the Grand Strand looking for us a little small place that we could build our dream beach house. We looked at some houses, looked at some lots. We're finding, actually we found us a little small community. It's got some new houses in it, it's got some old houses in it. We're looking for something that possibly we could build on. And there's not many empty lots down here, so we found an old house that we could just tear down and we could start from scratch and build our dream home right there close to the beach. As you can see here, we're fairly close. This'll be our backyard to play in. We're just going to be a few hundred yards away from the ocean, so sort of what you ever dreamed about. If you want to come to the beach, you want to be close to the beach. So we do, and we're going to build our dream house really close here. The one we found, as you can see here, is really an old house. It was probably an early 60s mobile home, and they've added a little side portion onto it there to make it just a little bit bigger. Really old, it's been there for a really long time, a little bit scary inside. So we're going to put her to the ground, get our permits filed, and we're ready. So let's get that tear down started. And in comes the unloader and the dumpster. This was all happening back in the early spring. You can see there's no leaves on the trees. I wanted to get you, let you see everything that we're doing. Get the lot cleared off, and we applied for our permits. Had to get our windows and our lumber and our roof trusses ordered early because a lot of that had been on back order there, so we had to wait a long time for that. So we got it all cleared. You can see we applied for our permits, and boy, that lot stayed empty for so long. Now let's fast forward 16 weeks. Yep, it took 4 months, pow, and our permits finally came in. And it didn't take long to get the contractor going. Nolan and Breezy Properties, boy, they took off. They hit the ground running and wasted no time in getting everything started. We got started digging the holes for the stilts, and oh man, it was so exciting to see something happen on that lot after all that time. Now these holes they're digging, they are 4 foot deep almost, mostly dug by hand. We got those stilts in the ground. They got them all squared up, and boom, we've got stilts in the ground. Just to set them in place, we'll get some concrete poured in those. We'll get them ready. These piers are 8x8, and they are salt treated. It's not a treated piece of lumber like you'd find at a hardware store or maybe a Lowe's or a Home Depot. These are salt treated piers, just like you see the piers out in the ocean. These piers are going to be here long after we're long gone. There's 15 of them holding our house up, and this is just the beginning of our building our beach dream home. And we brought the Hillbilly Hilton down from our travels. We stayed for a while there in Concord at the Speedway. We're going to stay on an empty lot here. Nolan had an empty lot that they had tore down one previously in this old neighborhood. So he said, hey, put your camper there while we build your house, and you can sit and wait and watch and see it all go to completion. So we took the Hillbilly Hilton, parked it on the empty lot there, and we're down here monitoring and watching the house be built. Now I know what you're probably thinking, what's that plant behind, Pat? Well, let me show you. We got a bucket garden. Just because you're traveling in an RV doesn't mean you can't have fresh vegetables. Let me show you what we got here. This is what I call our bucket garden. That's our tomato plant. Oh, isn't it big? A lot of blooms on it. We should have some tomatoes this summer. We got a couple of green pepper plants. That one's coming along pretty good. And got a few blooms on that one there. So we'll go have some fresh bell peppers and cucumbers. Well, you can see they didn't do too good. We had a monsoon and the holes in the bottom were stopped up. So I think I drowned a couple of them. But a couple of them are Lazarus plants. They come right back to life and got going again. You can see some young ones in there. We replanted them, and we put a couple of cucumbers down in the bottom of the tomato bucket too. So we got a little what we call a bucket garden. Won't have much. We'll have some fresh cucumbers, some bell peppers. Love some bell peppers, and we love fresh tomatoes. And that baby is going to outgrow my sticks, so we'll have to let that one sort of climb somewhere. But I'd have plenty of tomatoes to go around, but that's That's Glenna's bucket garden, and I figured you might wonder, what was that plant right over Pat's shoulder? Yeah, it's our bucket garden for the summer. Hey, stay tuned. In about 3 days, I'll give you another update on how far they're coming along on our Building Our Dream Beach House series. It'll be part 2 coming along, and they'll start on the floor right on top of those stilts we just got put in the ground. Boy, we're so excited to get this thing done, and excited that you're going to follow along with us on our build. Just exciting to see the beach house coming along. We're going to have part 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the series coming along, so you can follow along with us. Glad you're with us there. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, I'm shooting for 1,000 subscribers. Well, we're getting there as fast as a snail crawls, but yeah, we're going to get there. So click that little subscription button right there in the corner. You can join along with us. Hit the like button there. YouTube likes to see the like button, and I do too. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about the beach. What would you do if you had a beach house down here? Maybe would you like to live at the beach, or maybe live in the mountains? I've been in the mountains, so we're going to try the beach out. But just join us along there. You can be a part of our Making RV and Beach Memories family there. So glad to have you along. Hope you're enjoying the series there. And as me and Glenna will always tell you, we have certainly been blessed, and God bless you all.